Welcome to Go Mustang Sports as we continue to look at the fall season, and we're talking women's volleyball today. I'm Dave McHugh, joined by junior Sammi Perillo, better known as Sammy. And women's volleyball, not bad season, 32-1. Certainly an improvement over last year, and last year was pretty good. One loss coming to Eastern. As a team, you got to be thrilled.
It is. It's really exciting just because with 36-3 last year, we were like, oh, we couldn't get a better season than that, especially with our seniors from last year. But I mean, we're definitely improving our skills, and plus we're surprising a lot, like even the coach. We were surprising Coach Trumbo because his expectations, his best season I think that he was expecting from this would have been, I think, 30-6. So I think that we've already surpassed his goal with only one loss at Eastern, plus 32, so we're already past his 30 goal.
Yeah, well, and of course you've swept through the conference, Eastern being in the other side of the conference. You swept through the Commonwealth for the second year in your second attempt doing it. Your last weekend is a tri-match and non-conference opponents, so we already know you're into the conference tournament. First round bye, you guys will play on Wednesday in the semifinals automatically. How good is it to kind of get a little bit of a break there?
It's nice because we can sit and scout the team. So usually we'll have some of our managers go and watch the live feeds of both games, take more stats, and then see if they're doing any changes. So it kind of gives us an upper hand because if we have different advantages coming in or different skills that we're providing, they won't know until that day. But we'll know up beforehand because they're obviously going to try and do that Monday.
And of course you've seen these teams before. This is no surprise necessarily. But the goal certainly is going to win this conference tournament. You probably have the stats to maybe get in the NCAA tournament otherwise, but you don't want to rest on that. I assume you guys are going for the title.
Of course. I mean, freshman year was definitely a big surprise. When we got our at-large bid, we were definitely so happy. But, I mean, we can't just rely on that. We have to fight for it and get it for ourselves. I think it makes you feel more deserving for this position that you actually won this spot to be there.
How important is it to finish off the final weekend with 2 wins and to keep your record as unblemished as possible?
It'll just keep us going on a roll. I mean, we're hoping that we won't have a loss to dent our season just because it won't necessarily damage our morale, but I mean, it'll definitely keep us going with a positive attitude that we're doing good right now, and we don't want anyone to stop us.
Absolutely. Also looking at things, let's talk about the team a little bit. Coach Trumbo at the beginning of the season said it was a deeper team than the previous years. Coming off the bench, there were a lot of skills coming there. How has that transpired this season? Is it as deep as everyone thought it would be? Is it maybe deeper?
Well, for preseason, it was definitely, when we first stepped onto the court, everyone had definitely prepared. Everyone was just ready to play, and everyone was ready to fight for a position. No one was just going to have it handed to them. We were going to have to fight for it. And I think that's where the deepness came from, where Coach thought, because it's different from other preseason. We had to take a couple days to get back into the basics, get back into the motions, but it started right away, and we were better in this preseason than ever before. I think that's where it started from.
Well, of course, we're talking 32-1.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Of course, Eastern was a tough loss, but maybe not unexpected. They're a pretty solid team, ranked a little bit ahead of you in the top 25. But that's also a game that you guys you seem to not let affect the rest of the season. That can go either way.
We were preparing for this. I mean, we were definitely thinking that this would be the game of the season. We, of course, wanted to win. Last year we went 1-1 with them. After losing to them in NCAAs, we definitely wanted to try and beat them. But, I mean, hopefully we'll see them again and we'll show them that we are better than you and we can beat you. And I think that's what a lot of the girls are hoping when we go to the tournament, that this is what we're going to do. This is our goal. Because if our goal is to be to the final, in the final game of the championship of the regional championships, then we have to play Eastern. It's most likely, or Juniata. But, I mean, that would be the main goal, is to beat Eastern again.
Sure. Let's talk about you a little bit. On the team, you're a libero. So for some people who may not understand what a libero is, first off, it's the person who wears the different colored jersey. But in a brief sense, can you give everybody an idea of what that position entails?
Well, it's more of a defensive position. I mean, you can only serve. You can't attack from the front row. You only stay in the back 3 positions. You cannot serve, or you can serve, but you cannot attack above the plane of the net. So basically, that I'm just defensive, serve, receive, and digging specialist.
Of course, she's a really good server, leading the team with service kills this season, or service aces, I should say. Let's talk about your junior. Obviously, you've had 2 really good years here as a sophomore and a junior, and I know you're looking ahead to your freshman year. Don't want to count chickens too far, but it's been certainly a great career so far, I can imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely proud of myself, but I mean, there's nothing that I can just set myself to right now and just say
Yeah.
I'm happy with. I want to keep going. I have a goal. Every year my goal is to surpass my digs that I had last year, because for me, you have to keep practicing, you have to keep getting better, or you're just getting worse as a player.
Let's talk a little bit about your academic side. Tell everybody what your major is.
Business communications. I'm looking to graduate in December 2014 and go into a master's program so I can hopefully either go into a PR firm or go and get my doctorates.
That's a pretty good goal. You also work a little bit in the sports information office, so you're keeping yourself busy.
Of course, it's the only way to do it.
Give everybody a sense, if you're not in the classroom, if you're not in the SID office, if you're not on the court playing and practicing, what are some of the things, or one thing in particular, that you enjoy doing that maybe not everybody really knows about you?
Taking a nap, probably.
Yeah, really?
Yeah,
Getting rest?
Or just watching. I love Breaking Bad, so I'm always watching.
Oh, you're going through withdrawal then.
I know, of course, but I haven't finished the season yet, so I'm still trying to go through that. But I mean, I'm just trying to rest or just keep up with my schoolwork. I mean, there's a lot that you have to do, especially in these last few years. It's a lot of focused work, so you got to just keep up with that.
Well, very good. Congratulations on a terrific
you.
season. Congratulations to the team as well. We'll certainly hear more about them as they move into the conference tournament. Again, they have a weekend tri-tournament against non-conference opponents. They then start conference action next week on Wednesday. For Sammi Perillo, I'm Dave McHugh for Go Mustang Sports.